Good day, my wonderful people at home. How are you and how are your parents? I hope you're ready for today's learning. My name still remains Mrs. Wanko, the year for teaching. Today, in our mathematics, we are going to be talking about money. And in our money today, we are going to be talking about profit and loss. What did I call it? Profit and loss. Now, the first one is, what is profit? What is profit? Now, profit can be defined as money benefited or gained from goods and or products. Now, the second one is, what is loss? Now, before I define what is loss, I'm going to define profit first. Now, let's roll it one by one. First one is, what is profit? Okay, now we say profit can be defined. Profit can be defined. Profit can be defined as the money. As the money benefited from goods or product. Okay, the next one is loss. Now let's define loss. Okay, now let's start with, what is loss? Okay, now we say loss is when one has not gained. Loss is when one has not gained from any, when one has not gained from anyone, from let's say from a particular item or product. Okay, now don't forget I told you what is loss. We have defined loss. So loss can be defined as the money benefited from what? Goods or product. Why loss? Loss is when one has not gained from a particular item or product. Now, I'm going to give you one example of profit and loss. So from there, we pick it up. Now, let's go. Now, we have example one. Example one, let's say a book was bought for 30 naira. A book, okay, was bought. Okay, let's say a book was bought for, let's say, 150 naira and sold for 180 naira. Okay. Now the question is, what is the profit? What is the profit or loss? Okay, look at this question. Now, take a look at it. They say a book was bought for 150 and later we sold the book for 180. Now, think yourself, is it a loss or a profit? Now, the first step is selling price. Selling price minus what? Cost price. Let's put the price here. Selling price minus what? Cost price. Okay, that's the first step. Now, don't forget that this selling price, you can put it in a short form by saying SP. SP here means selling price minus, this is CP, which means what? Cost price. So the next thing we are going to find here is They say, which one is the selling price? Now, the selling price is what? 180. 180 naira minus. Now, the cost price book was actually bought for 150 minus 150. Now, you minus it. You can't. 150 minus what? 180. You can put it like this in your calculator by saying 180 minus 150. It's very easy. This minus this 0. 8 minus this give us what? 3. Am I right? And this minus this give us 0. So there's nothing here. So we have our final price equals to, that is what? 30 naira. So it's gain. We write here gain, or we write either write gain or we write what? Profit. So we have profit of 30 naira. We have profit of what? 30 naira. Okay, let's take a look at the second example. Let's take second example here. Okay, second example says rice. Let's say Tunde, okay, but let me write it properly. Okay, let's go like this. James bought a basket of what? Orange. Basket of orange for, they bought it for, yes, basket of orange for 200 naira. 200 naira, and sold it for, let's say, sell it for what? 150 naira. So the question says, what is the profit? What is the profit or loss? What is the profit or loss? All right. Now, these questions, I'm going to solve this in the next class. Now, James bought a basket of orange for 200 naira and sold it for 150. What is the profit or loss? Okay. Now, don't forget, I told you the definition. The definition of what? I told you the definition of what? Of profit. I also told you the definition of loss. Then I'll solve one example. Okay, so until I see you in the next class, remember to check your home reading and the question for the questions menu. Before I continue, this number 2 will be solved in the next class. Thank you and God bless.